Hello, my Cancer darlings, and welcome back to the Blulady Intuition Tarot channel. I have missed you guys. Yes, I've missed you guys. I took a little break and now I am back here to bring you a reading for all of my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascending, and Venus signs today. I am working with a new deck, and for the past few days, I've just been pulling cards to kind of get a hold and a feel of the energy that is emerging. you know we recently had our new moon on the 5th of July, new moon in Cancer. Shout out to all the Cancer babies, happy birthday. um I also have a birthday coming up too, so doing this for you guys, it means the world to me. And so take what resonates, leave the rest, don't force it. I like to say that you will know when it resonates when you feel that inner vibration coming through, when you get those goosebumps, when the hair on top of your head rises. So don't force anything and take it as it comes. Some of the reading may apply, all of the reading may apply, but keep an open mind. Okay, let's begin. So, Cancers, the first few cards that I have pulled out, they're very interesting, at least in my opinion. Is a lot happening right now for you, Cancers, and it is good energy. Let me say that first and foremost. With the Page of Wands, I get the sense that there has been within you a new burst of creativity. Maybe some of you may be taking on new opportunities, expanding your risings. I get the sense that this is in the category of career. Some of you may be venturing into something new. For others, it could be a hobby that you are now wanting to build upon and kind of make it your lifelong career, right? So in the past, I get the sense that this may have been something that you were working on. It may have not been your only focus, but it has been something that you have been fine tuning and in particular just honing on those skills, like sharpening your sword, so to speak, right? And with the Nine of Wands, it's like this extra fire that I feel, that I'm sensing, a certain level of resilience. Like I said, some of you may have picked up and worked up on this in the past, and you may have put it down and now you're picking it back up. Some of you may have adjusted your approach, your methodology. Some of you may have broadened your perspective, but it is a very promising energy that I'm feeling here for you, Cancers, right? And it's really honoring that inner child. I get the sense that for some of you, this is a passion that may have laid dormant in you for some time, but certain circumstances may have occurred where you decided to say, I am going to go full steam ahead with this and make this my primary focus, right? So instantly, I get the sense that some of you may be starting your own business. Some of you may be posting on the internet, YouTube, TikTok. I'm also picking up like a digital business, like digital marketing business. Some of you may be using Canva. That's just what's coming through to me. But the thing is, you are now in a position where it's not like this is completely new to you, but making this your primary focus is new. And with the World card, it's a completion of having to juggle multiple things, right? I think that you're going to really, really focus in on this thing and see what it brings. And I also get the sense that it is for those of you that it is a hobby and even a career choice, the passion in you for this leads me to believe that some of you would even do this, even if the income wasn't coming in. And so from that, my cancers, I'm hearing that you shouldn't follow the success, but the success will find you once you remain true to what it is that is your gift, right? So I'm really digging this energy. No lies. I'm really digging this energy. For some of you, there may be some surprises along the way, some good surprises that you really didn't expect. Like, so take for instance, um, I would have received the delivery just a few moments ago, and I had to pause this reading and come back because I had to sign for this package. It was something that I was not expecting, but it did confirm that at the very least, cancers, you are on the right track, right? The things that will come across you, you won't even see it coming. And I mean that in a very positive and joyful way, right? So whatever it is that my cancer darlings are working on right now, I get the sense that it brings you a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. It's going to make you a very attractive person because you are at the stage now where you are giving yourself the permission to live in your truth, whatever that may be, because it's different for everyone across the board. It won't be the same, but you're giving yourself at least that permission to embrace it. And that is that listen, I am at a loss for words. So it's almost like my throat chakra. I'm filled with excitement for you, to say the least, right? Let's see. What are the messages you have for Cancer Spirit? Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I've already said it, but I am using a new deck. Um, and it's been very interesting to like acclimatize myself to it and, get to learn it, understand its personality. But yes, justice is coming in for you. I get the sense that the scales are balancing. Uh, I said initially that some of you may have been juggling other things, and now with you directing your focus on something singular, something primary, the scales will begin to balance out themselves. I'm also getting the sense that some of you may have had perhaps been in a particular career field and you may no longer be in that career field. You may no longer be, you know, practicing that particular thing. But what you are doing now, because it is in alignment with your calling, things will begin to balance itself out. So I'm getting the sense that some of you, when you were doing the thing that you were doing previously, you may have encountered a lot of hiccups, a lot of roadblocks, but now I'm hearing like road opener. I know that, there's some oils on certain websites that's called road opener, but that's what I'm hearing, the phraseology road opener, right? Anything that may have been difficult for you in the past, that has come to completion. And that is not to say that you won't experience challenges in this particular thing that you are now venturing into. But at the very least, you have passion for it. You understand? So let me see. This isn't going to be a long reading today. Um, and so I'm not going to have it run on so long, Cancers. Oh, look at that. The Fool card. And if you notice, this lady is wearing bright yellow and she is just letting go and falling back. And I also get the sense that in letting go and falling back, she's letting the universe work for her. So some of you may want to incorporate exactly what it is that you're doing with the universe. You may want to get the universe involved. And so some of you, may want to add this to your daily affirmations where you say, universe, I want to co create this particular existence with you. And you say what it is to the universe and you use that affirmation to keep you grounded, right? In falling back the way that she's falling back, notice that she's holding a crystal. For some of you that may not be familiar, but I'm sure that a lot of you are. She's holding, it appears to be an amethyst. And that lets me know that she's very protected in this new venture that she is letting go and just letting the universe allow itself to manifest along with her as a co creator of her existence. His existence, remember, tarot has no gender, so it is very interchangeable. But this particular leap of faith that I'm seeing that my cancers are taking, it is one that as you take it, you are protected. I'm hearing win, lose, or draw, you are still protected more than you think. And I'm hearing the ancestors like cheer you on, like, go, Cancers, go, Cancers, go. That's what I'm hearing. Um, they're proud of you, Cancers. They're truly proud of you. And even as I said that, the hairs on the top of my head stood up. So for me, that's confirmation. But they are proud and they also co sign this new venture, this new thing that you are working on, this new project, right? So, and maybe before it was something that you were hesitant about, but look at how she's falling so effortlessly, like for the universe to come and just take and engulf her. You want to, you know? So, and notice with all of the women, at least for these three, it's yellow. The color yellow is associated with happiness and joy and light. And so that's I like that for you, Cancers. I really do. I really do. See, there's just so much cards. Okay. So, notwithstanding this new venture, that this new project, this new hobby that you're working on, you're putting all of your focus into, Kansas. When we come to the connection department, relationships, I am sensing that you're really not that interested. You know, he's just not that into you, or she's just not that into you. You know why? Because she's focused on what she has ahead. I get the sense that because this may have been something that you may have been putting off for a long time, the thought of a connection right now is just not at the forefront of your mind. Look at the three cups here. It's not to say that you haven't tried in the past. You have on several occasions, but for right now, I get a sense of disinterest, a bit of underwhelming emotions, not ready to face anything like that right now. Look at how her head is turned away as someone is presenting her with this new cup. She's simply just not interested because of all the cups that would have, spilled over, and those things may have not worked out. Hence the reason why this particular craft, this particular hobby, project, new venture, that is what she is turned to right now. She is turned to right now. Okay. And with the Five of Cups, perhaps the cups here that have been spilled over, I get the sense that some of you may also be in a state where you are like purging and releasing the pain from a particular connection. Some of you are allowing yourself to grieve. So you have quite a bit happening for you right now, Cancers. Um, but don't get trapped in self pity. The advice that I'm hearing is to not focus so much on what's not going right, but focus on what is going right, if that makes sense. Right? And then we have here the Four of Pentacles, right? So you're obviously someone who, I want to say, financially secure, but I get the sense that you want to do more with life. I am hearing that some of you want to eventually have your own home, and so you are doing what you need to do to manifest this. I get the sense that you understand that doing nothing won't bring this thing in quicker. Uh, Um, and so I am seeing a level of dedication and patience that you are putting into this new ventures because you have your own goals for yourself. Not the goals other people would have put on, placed on you, but you have a set of goals that you would like to see come to fruition. And you're doing what you need to do to make that happen. Mhm. We also have the Five of Pentacles. Um, I get the sense that some of you, not all of you, but some of you may. So in one breath, you have a group of you that may be financially comfortable. You feel like you have all that you need. And in the next breath, some of you may have some worry in relation to your finances, right? But what I am also saying is that you may need to consider adjusting your perspective and how you look at things because look right here. The key is in the room with her. The key to unlock this door and to unlock the financial abundance and prosperity, which is on the other side of the door, is in the same room as what she is in. And so sometimes we may feel as though things are out of reach, but I'm hearing it's like the caged bird, the door is open. You have the ability to unlock it and walk out into the other side. I think for some of you, you may still need to kind of talk yourself up to it. It is a new phase that you're in, so you're still trying to get comfortable, but one thing that kept coming to me these past few days is that the only thing that is consistent is change. And that change can be uncomfortable for so many people, right? We get comfortable in our day to day routines. And it can have the effect of blinding us from what's right in front of us at times, right? But the key is right there. If just look up, look around. You have everything that you need for this next level in your life. And so, like I said, some of you may be doing some emotional purging, and that's fine, that's necessary. But don't be in a state of self-pity so much so that you can't even see the answer when it's in front of you, cancers. Okay? And I do mean that very lovingly. Adjust your perspective. Another card. Yep. Yeah, like you may be in this state now where you are taking a risk, right? But you are taking the risk on yourself. Win, lose, or draw, it's still something that you can say that you did, my dears. But I still get the sense that this is something that is going to bring about material and spiritual growth and wealth. Some of you may want a family. Some of you may have a family. You may have a spouse. You may have children. But look at how she is happy. He's happy. The children are playing. The lights are on. They have all the pentacles. They have more than what they need. Okay? They have more than what they need. And so this is a very promising reading for you, Cancers. Yeah, some of you may be experiencing some emotional, turmoil. We all do at times. And the thing is, I think sometimes cancers can feel as though they are misunderstood, but it's just that with cancers, what I appreciate is being the mother of the zodiac, being the zodiac where emotions are like water. Um, there is a deeper level of healing sometimes that cancers may require because water holds energy. And sometimes it is necessary for there to be a purging and releasing of the things that the emotions and the energies that no longer serve us, right? So I would say to you, cancers, that even in times when you may feel misunderstood, you still have a group or a body of ancestors who are always there if you need them. Just call on them. Call on your benevolent ancestral team. Call on your benevolent ancestral family to assist you along the way, to give you, shed some light on what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. getting in tune with your higher self, because all these things are here to assist you on this journey called life on earth. Some may call it serious, but they're there to assist you. So with that, cancers, I am going to pull an advice card for you. I'm going to pull an advice card to see what advice. This says evolving, right? Every day, my body and mind evolve. My mind becomes wise, my body becomes seasoned. Each day that I heal and change, the more sure of myself I become. I rise tall like mountains, touch clouds, never to be trampled, right? I want to pull another advice cards for you. Let's see. Yeah, you're evolving. It's like, remember I said that it's a completion to a particular cycle for you? Something has completed itself, and now you are in the new phase. Like I said previously in the video, we just had our new moon on the 5th of July. And so that would have been a really good time to set your intentions, journal the things that you want to see manifest, and yeah, just set your intentions. What do you want to see for yourself? Some of you may have do a whole house cleanup. Some of you may have thrown things away that you are no longer in alignment within your home. And so it is a new version of yourself, Cancers, that will definitely take some time to get used to. Don't be so hard on yourself, is what I'm hearing. Don't be so hard on yourself as you learn this new version of yourself. Let's see. Mother, Mother Nature. Did I not say Cancers are the mothers of the zodiac? And look what comes up, confirmation. Earth is my provider. I am receiving life from her. I use water and food to nourish my body and brain. Nature leads me toward acceptance and peace, right? So that brings me back to what I was saying about the. Oh, I have two cards beneath that. Boundaries came up too. I'll read that. Just give me a second. But that brings me back to the Five of Cups, where I said some of you may be using this as an opportunity to ground, to purge into Mother Nature, to purge into let release those things that may have affected you in some way, right? And just giving it all to the earth, giving it all to Mama. What I'm seeing is like how when you may be crying or you may feel down and you are held by your mother and your head rests in her bosom. Does that not make you feel better? That's just the sense I'm getting. Is like you're laying your head in Mother Nature's bosom, letting her take care of you, letting her nurture you, letting her remove the things that don't need to be in you. And so for some of you that may not be grounding, that may be a good exercise for you where you just go outside barefoot and you just ground yourself, walk in the grass barefoot, release the things that are no longer serving you, the things that are no longer in alignment with you. Okay, this was the third card that came out. I'll read it. It says boundaries. Healthy boundaries keep my energy safe and allow me to live as my truest self. I deserve people in my life who love me and care about my limits and comforts, so those who respect my boundaries will receive my time. Healthy boundaries are necessary for cancers. Cancers can be very nurturing, very giving, very loving, and it is necessary to establish those boundaries so that at the end of the day, you're not emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or financially drained because everybody wants to plug into your outlet. That's just what I'm seeing. Like, you need an outlet to receive the power source in order for a light to turn on. Sometimes when I think of cancers, that's what I think of. And so, what could be helpful for cancers at this time is to just imagine when you are in a situation where you feel that people may be pulling on your energy, just imagine putting those like child protecting stoppers in your outlet. That way, nothing can plug into it. Some For some of you, this may work. For others, you may have a different method, but sometimes implementing these things can make a huge difference, cancers. So, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye, cancers.